Okay, virtual learners, sorry, I started this late, obviously. So we already did our bell ringer, it just was those bottom two. Number 2 is under number 2, and this is number 3. So you guys need to finish up those bell ringers, and I will, in just a second, put a spot for you to submit your bell ringers. Those are due today. Just take a picture of them and submit them just like you would a homework assignment, okay? That's for all my virtual learners, people that are quarantined. If you can't physically turn yours into me, the paper copies, today, you need to submit them online, okay? Now we are going to chat about our study guide. All right, so your study guide has been online. Some of you have already looked at it, already started working on it. Some of you have not started at all. But this gives you the topics, tells you everything that's going to be covered. Well, that's dark. So that is topic 1, which is your interior angles of the polygon. So if you remember back to that lesson, it was like the first sheet of paper, and it had all of these different gons, like a triangle, and then it had the quadrilateral, then it had the one that has 5 sides, 6 sides, 7 sides. It was a big chart, okay? So that's what goes with this. Go back and reference that to be able to do the first part. The second topic is the exterior angle of a polygon. And what is the exterior angle of a polygon always? Good. It's always 360 degrees. It doesn't matter what polygon it is. The sum of the exterior angle will always be 360. So there's some problems that you can practice with topic 2. After that, we started topic 3, which is the parallelograms. Remember, you learn the properties of the parallelograms, the fact that they have 2 sets of parallel sides, all of that. Those are your parallelograms. Topic 4 was proving the parallelograms in a coordinate plane. If you remember, we learned some different ways that you can do this. You could do the distance formula, you could do slopes, or you could do some of both. And I don't care how you do this. You can go back and reference those notes and practice that. But this is proving that it's a parallelogram. Okay. On the back, topic 5 is rectangles. Topic 6 is rhombus and squares. Topic 7 is classifying in a coordinate plane. You do have notes on this as well, how you can look at that. Remember, the thing that's so important is that you don't pick up your pencil. If this is going to be point A, then you go A, this is going to be B, this is going to be C, this is going to be D. Do not pick up your pen when you do this. Like a track, a runner starts at A, goes to point B, goes to point C, goes to D. You cannot walk in the grass part of the track. You have to actually stay on the track. So point A to point B to point C to point D. That messes people up, the labeling. Okay, so then you prove that. That's right. That's right. Remember, you're using the outer legs, AB, DC, AD, BC. If those are the same, then you either have a square or a rhombus, and then you look at the diagonals. Okay? The 8th topic is trapezoid. Okay? We've just learned trapezoids this week, so that should be fresh. Then there's one more section, or no, there's not. There's nothing on here about kites, but that's what we just did, was kites. So this is your assignment, and there are 38 problems. So here's what you have to do. You have to do 25 of them, okay? So you can pick and choose which 25 you do, But you need to make sure that when you submit this, you have 25. If you want 100% on this assignment, and this will be worth 25 points. You get a point per problem. So if you do all 25, you get your 25 points. If you do 24, guess how many points you get? 24. If you do 5, guess how many points you get? 5. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. You get a point per problem, okay? No bonus points. Okay, your bonus points come tomorrow when you wear your Christmas clothes. Maybe 5 on your test. It's on your test. It's not going to go in a separate column. It will be applied to the test grade. Sure, perfect. I mean, you don't have to like come as a glowing Christmas tree. You just have to have something that says perfect. Yeah, perfect. As long as it looks festive. Okay. So, any questions about what you're supposed to be doing right now? Get busy, because you guys have 26, 27, 28 minutes. So you got to be like a problem a minute if you're going to get this done before you leave this class. Wait, I didn't hear you. Midnight. No. Yes. If you can do everything on this test or this study guide, you should be fine. Those of you that want the kite homework, I'm going to get the key real quick. I got to print it. Let me print the kite key, and I will, maybe I have it. No, I don't. And I'll put that up here for you guys so that you guys can check that if you want to make sure you did the kites correct. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Y'all want the key, don't you? I'm assuming that you want the key. I'll post the key. I'll set the key to post at 12:01. So if you submit yours after midnight, you get half credit. So instead of getting 25 points, you get 12 points. So because I'm releasing the key, that's not fair for me to say, oh, you can turn in anytime you want. Here's the key. So after midnight, I know you're probably not going to be awake at midnight, but you can look at it before school. You can look at it in first hour. I won't be awake at midnight.
Will it just like automatically start for you?
Yes. You can just schedule it out.
So you won't get those from text.
That's so bad. I mean, okay, last year when you took your test, did you get to use your notes on your test last year? On midterm? Or did it sometimes? Okay. Virtual people, in-class people, if you want to check your kites, this is the homework for the kites. If you don't care about the kites, that's okay. But I'm just putting up here in case you want to check the kites. Anybody have questions? Here's the bottom of the kites. The second sheet of kites. Okay, virtual learners, just to be clear so that you hear this as well, today's study guide, you're doing 25 of the 38 problems. That's the minimum. I suggest you do all of them to make sure you're ready for your test, but you have to do 25 of them and it must be submitted before midnight. The key will post after midnight. If you submit yours after midnight, even at 12:01, you only get half credit. Okay, so make sure you get this in and submitted before that time period. And then after 12:01, you can check your work, study, whatever you need. Test is tomorrow. Everyone is taking a test tomorrow.